Okay, ma? So electric dipole. So write down. So in some molecules like O2, H2O, etc. Clear, ma? The center of positive charges and center of negative charges do not coincide with each other. Clear, ma? Such molecules behave like electric dipoles. Are you able to understand, ma? So in some of the molecules, center of positive charge and negative charge, they do not coincide with each other. What is the meaning of this one? Let us see. So what is meant by positive charge and negative charge in a nucleus? Positive charge and negative charge in a nucleus means what? Positive charge means protons. Negative charge means all the electrons which are revolving around the nucleus. Clear, ma? For example, if I take these kind of atoms, so let us consider electrons are revolving like this. Clear, ma? So this is how electron cloud is present. Clear? So positive charge is present here. But if you take the center of all these negative charges, center of negative charges is present here. Are you able to understand, ma? So are these positive charges and negative charges, are they coinciding with each other? No, definitely. So this atom will behave like a electric dipole. So what is meant by electric dipole? So electric dipole means, clear, ma? So two equal and opposite charges, clear, ma? Separated by a small distance. Clear, ma? This is called as an electric dipole. Clear? So in a neutral atom, the number of positive charges and number of negative charges will be exactly equal, no? So if positive charge is having plus q, negative charge will be exactly minus q. So this equal amount of charges which are unlike charges separated by a small distance d, this we call it as electric dipole. Are you able to understand, ma? And there are many natural dipoles like oxygen, H2O. So in these molecules, the positive charge and negative charge centers, they are not coinciding with each other. Clear, ma? So therefore, what is an electric dipole? So this is minus q and this is plus q. They are separated by a distance of 2a. What is the distance between them? 2a. Clear, ma? So this we can call it as an electric dipole. And then we can discuss about ideal electric dipole also. Ideal dipole means what? Ideal dipole means the distance between these two charges is almost equal to 0. Clear, ma? So that is, if 2a is equal to 0, then such dipole, what we call it as? Then such dipole is called ideal dipole. What is meant by ideal? Ideal means exemplary, very unique dipole. So distance between them should become 0. Are you able to understand? Then we will define electric dipole moment. Okay, ma? So what is meant by electric dipole moment? So for example, this is a negative charge and this is a positive charge. So minus q and plus q. Clear? So they are separated by a distance of 2a. Clear? Then dipole moment P dash can be written as q into 2a dash. So the product of either charge multiplied by distance between the charges. This is called as electric dipole moment. Are you able to understand, ma? And what is the direction of this electric dipole moment? Direction of electric dipole moment is from negative charge to positive charge. From which charge to which charge, ma? Negative charge to positive charge. So this is the direction of electric dipole moment. Okay? So the product of either charge, this means you can take this q or this q, both are same, no? Multiplied by distance between them. And it is directed from negative charge to positive charge. Clear? So this is what is called as electric dipole moment. Okay, ma? Come on, make a note up to here. Then we will discuss electric field due to dipole. Electric field due to dipole. Which dipole? Electric dipole. Magnetic dipoles also will exist. Clear, ma? First condition is electric field on the axial line. Electric field on the axial line of the dipole. Clear, ma? So consider this is a negative charge and this is a positive charge. This is minus q and this one is plus q. So both of them, they are separated by a distance of 2e. So here at a point P, clear, ma? Which is at a distance of x exactly from the center of the dipole. What is this distance? This distance is called as x. And this x where we are taking from? We are taking from the center of the dipole. Clear, ma? So here at point P, I want to calculate electric field because of both these charges. Clear, ma? Okay. Now can you say, because of negative charge, what will be the direction of electric field at this position? Okay, ma? Because of negative charge, what will be the direction of electric field at point P? What is meant by electric field? This definition you should never forget. Electric field means what? Force experienced per unit test charge. And test charge will be always positive. Test charge is always positive. So it means if I place a positive test charge here, because of this one, it will experience a force of attraction or repulsion. Force of attraction, no? So therefore, this will be the direction of E1 dash. What is E1 dash? Electric field due to negative charge. Clear, ma? Similarly, if same test charge if I place here, then what will be the direction of force experienced due to positive charge? It will experience a force of repulsion, no? So this will be the direction of E2 dash. Clear? So this is electric field because of negative charge. This E2 dash is the electric field due to positive charge. So this one I have represented by a smaller vector. This one I have represented by a greater vector. What is the reason? This one I have represented by a smaller vector. No, this is represented by bigger vector. What is the reason? Distance between negative charge and this point is very large, no? So force experienced will be smaller. If force experienced will be smaller, electric field also is smaller, because electric field is nothing but force experienced per unit test charge. Clear, ma? So therefore, what is the net electric field here? Net electric field, how can I calculate? So E net electric field, they are acting exactly in opposite direction, no, ma? You just take the subtraction of these two. So therefore, I can write E2 dash minus E1 dash. So this is the amount of net electric field existing at point P. Are you able to understand? Because they are acting exactly in opposite direction, definitely I can write like this. Okay. Then how can I write E1 value? E1 is how much? Magnitude of E1. So to calculate E1, first of all, we should know this distance, no? What is this total distance between negative charge and this point? This total distance is 2a. So this 2a, I can divide it as a and a, no? Now what is the distance from here? From here top to this point, what is the distance? Total x plus a. X plus a I can write, no? And what is the equation for electric field? It is kq divided by r square. R square value is how much here? X plus a whole square. That's all, no? K value can be written as 1 by 4 pi e naught q divided by x plus a whole square. That's all, no? Similarly, what is E2 value? How can I write? Now E2, electric field due to positive charge. Now what is this distance? This distance is how much? This distance. So from total x, you remove a value. Then you will get x minus a. X minus a is the distance. That's all, no? So therefore, how can I write equation again? Kq divided by x minus a whole square. That's all, no? Now what I am supposed to do? I am supposed to do E2 dash minus E1 dash. Clear, ma? So therefore, total electric field. Completed, ma? Make a note up to here. So therefore, what is the total amount of electric field? How I can write? Total amount of electric field is E is equals to E2 dash minus E1 dash. That's all, no? So therefore, if I just calculate magnitude of electric field, then what is E2? Which is E1, which is E2, ma? E2 dash minus E1 dash, or E1 dash minus E2 dash. So E2 is, then this is E2, no? Which is E1 here? Okay, correct only. Clear, ma? So therefore, E is equals to KQ divided by x minus a whole square minus of KQ divided by x plus a whole square. That's all, no? So just you take the solution of this one, that should be our answer. So KQ into, so x plus a whole square minus x minus a whole square divided by x minus a whole square into x plus a whole square. That's all, no? So I will get E is equals to KQ into, so x square plus 2ax plus a square minus x square minus a square plus 2ax divided by, so this is of the form of a plus b into a minus b again whole square, no, ma? So a square minus b square again whole square. Clear, no? So E is equals to KQ into, what are the terms which will get cancelled? A square. So 2ax divided by x square minus a square whole square. I got result up to here. Clear, ma? So therefore E is equals to, see, ma, 2a into q. 2a into q is called P, no? Electric dipole moment. So I can write k into 2a into q into x divided by x square minus a square whole square. Clear, ma? So therefore E is equals to 2a into q is what? Q into 2a is called as dipole moment. So therefore what I can write? So k into p into x divided by x square minus a square whole square. This can also be written as 1 by 4 pi E naught p into x divided by x square minus a square whole square. Clear, ma? So this is a 2 plus 2, 4ax. 2 into 2, no? So again one more 2 here I will get, one more 2. So 2px. 2px by 4 pi E naught into x square minus a square. Clear, ma? So this is the net electric field because of electric dipole on which line? On the axial line. Are you able to understand, ma? So then we will write one case here. What is the case? For short dipole. Short dipole. What is meant by short dipole, ma? Short dipole means x value is much greater than 2a value. What is meant by 2a? So this is negative charge, no? This one is positive charge. This distance is called as 2a. Clear, ma? And if I take this point P such that this x value is very large, this is called as x value, no? Distance of point P from the center of the dipole, this value is called as x value. If this distance is very large when compared to 2a, then such poles and such dipole we call it as short dipole. So for a short dipole, x is much greater than 2a. It means this a square value I can neglect, no? When compared to x square value, a square value is very small. So just you can neglect that one. If I neglect that one, then what is the equation for electric field I will get? I will get, so 2px divided by 4 pi E naught into x power 4. So x and 1x gets cancelled. So 2p divided by 4 pi E naught into x cube. Clear, ma? So this is our equation for electric field due to short dipole. Clear, ma? For general dipole, this is the equation which I have to use. Clear, ma? 2px divided by 4 pi E naught into x square minus a square whole square. But if dipole is shorter, then this is the relation we have to use. 2p divided by 4 pi E naught into x cube. And what is the direction of this electric field? Direction is also important, no? This electric field is directed in which direction? This direction or this direction? Definitely in this direction. What is the reason? Because this electric field is greater when compared to this electric field, no? Clear, no, ma? So definitely electric field will be towards negative charge to positive charge if I have taken point on which side? If I have taken point on positive charge side. This will be the direction of net electric field. Have you understood, ma? Make a note up to here. Okay, ma? So next point is what? Next case number 2 is, okay, ma? So electric field on equatorial line. Electric field on equatorial line of dipole. Clear, ma? So what is meant by equatorial line? Let us see. So this is a negative charge. This is a positive charge. Are you able to understand, ma? So both of them, they are separated by a distance of 2a. Then if you draw a perpendicular bisector to this line, which is making exactly an angle of 90 degrees, then this line we call it as an equatorial line. Clear, ma? So here exactly at a point P, at a distance of x from the center of this dipole, here I want to calculate electric field. So therefore, because of this positive charge, what will be the direction of electric field? Because of positive charge, what will be the direction of electric field in this position? Can you see? So this will be the direction of electric field, no? Why this will be the direction? Because a force of repulsion will act on a positive test charge placed here. So this will be the direction of E1 dash, electric field due to positive test charge. And what will be the direction of electric field at this point because of this negative charge? Clear, ma? It will be definitely in this direction. This will be the direction of electric field. That's all, no, ma? And this is E2 dash, E1 dash, this one is E1 dash. Then can you say what is the relation between magnitude of E1 dash and magnitude of E2 dash? Are they equal? Are they not equal? Clear, ma? Directions are definitely different. Because of positive charge, this is the direction of electric field. Because of negative charge, this is the direction of electric field. Then what about their magnitudes, values? Are they equal or not? E1 dash is equal to E2. Why it is equal to E2? Magnitude of charges is same, no? Positive charge and negative charge values are same. Distance is also same, no? What is this distance? How can I calculate this distance, ma? This is x and this is a. Total distance is 2a. Then this distance will be how much? A. This distance is x. Then what is this distance? This will become hypotenuse, no? So square root of x square plus a square. So this is also square root of x square plus a square. That's all. No? So definitely charges is also same. Distance is also same. So definitely magnitudes of electric field will be equal. Okay, ma? But directions are definitely different. So therefore, how can I write E1 value? E1 is equals to kq divided by square root of x square plus a square whole square. This is how I can write, no? Similarly, this is also equal to magnitude of E2 also. Are you able to understand, ma? But if you see here, one electric field is acting in this direction and one electric field is acting in this direction. Clear, no, ma? Now, can you say what is the angle between them? What is the angle between them? 90. Who said it is 90? It is looking like 90. Understand, ma? But there is no proof to say that this angle is 90, no? Clear? So let us assume this angle to be theta. This angle to be theta. If this angle is theta, then what is this angle? This angle is also theta, no? So if this is theta, this is also theta. So what is the total angle? Total angle between them is 2 theta. Understand, ma? So total angle between E1 dash and E2 dash is how much? It is equal to 2 theta. Are you able to understand? And magnitudes of electric fields are equal, no? Magnitudes of electric fields are equal. So if two equal or same magnitudes of vectors are acting in are acting at an angle of 2 theta, then what is the resultant force, resultant vector? This is the resultant vector, no, E. How can I calculate this E value? Clear, ma? If two vectors of equal magnitude, if they are acting at an angle of 2 theta, then what is the resultant vector? For this one already we have studied one formula. What is that one? E is equals to 2f cos theta by 2. So here similarly here I can write 2e cos, what is the angle between both of them? 2 theta divided by 2. This is how I can write the relation. Clear, ma? So this equation I can write in which condition? vector's magnitude should be equal. Then only I can use this relation. So already we have studied 2 or 3 times this one. So resultant electric field will be equal to 2E cos 2 theta divided by 2. Are you able to understand, ma? So therefore, resultant electric field, how I can write 2E cos theta, because 2 and 2 gets cancelled, no? 2E cos theta. So resultant electric field is equals to 2 into, what is electric field here? E value is KQ divided by, so this root and square gets cancelled, so I can write x square plus a square multiplied by cos theta. Cos theta, how I can write? So here if you take this as my right angled triangle, then what is cos theta? Cos theta is adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Adjacent is how much? A. Clear, number? Hypotenuse is how much? Square root of, or I can write x square plus a square power 1 by 2. I can write like this also, no? Clear? Now see, 2 into q into a. What can I write this one? 2 into q into a. P, no? Dipole moment. So therefore, resultant electric field, how I can write? So k into p divided by x square plus a square whole power 3 by 2. So this is the magnitude of resultant electric field. Clear, ma? Or same relation I can write like this also. I can write 1 by 4 pi e naught p divided by x square plus a square whole power 3 by 2. So this will be the resultant electric field because of these dipoles on which line? On the equatorial line. Now what is this direction? Direction also we have to find out, no? What is the direction of this electric field? This is the direction, no? This is the resultant. Clear, Nama? This is the resultant electric field. So what is the direction of resultant electric field? It is from positive charge to negative charge. Towards negative charge it is directed. Clear? So make a note of that point also. So what is the note point here we have to write? Here electric field is directed. Electric field is directed towards which charge? Towards negative charge. Clear, ma? So this direction of electric field always you must remember. Clear, ma? It is always directed towards positive charge to negative charge. In this direction it is present. Okay? Come on, make a note up to here first. 4 pi e naught. Okay, ma? So this is the direction of electric field due to negative charge. This is the direction of electric field due to positive charge. And magnitudes are equal, no? So resultant electric field will be this one. So angles between, if this is theta, then this becomes 2 theta. That's all, no? And if magnitudes are equal, then this is the method of calculating resultant electric field. 2e cos theta by 2. And here what is theta? Theta is the angle between these two vectors. Angle between two vectors is 2 theta. So 2 theta by 2 is theta. That's all. Okay, ma? So what is the resultant I got? 1 by 4 pi e naught p divided by x square plus a square whole power 3 by 2. That is the resultant which we got. Okay, ma? So now the question is, if it is a short dipole, then what can I do? If it is a short dipole. Clear, ma? So here we are writing again one case in this one. So if dipole is short. Okay, ma? So what is meant by short dipole? Short dipole is x is much greater than 2a. That's all, ma? So previously this is negative charge, this one is positive charge. This distance is called as 2a. Clear, ma? And what is meant by x distance? This distance we call it as x. So if this x value is very large when compared to 2a, then that dipole I can call it as short dipole. So again for short dipole, what can I do? See here, here I can neglect a value, no? If I neglect a value, then what is the resultant I will get? Then I will get E resultant is equals to k into p divided by, so a square gets cancelled, I will get x cube. That's all, Rama. So resultant electric field is equals to 1 by 4 pi e naught p divided by x cube. This is the resultant which I will get. Are you able to understand, ma? So what was the equation for electric field on axial line for short dipole? See the books. What was the electric field magnitude of short dipole when point is present on axial line? How much? 2p divided by 4 pi e naught into x cube. But in this condition, p divided by 4 pi e naught into x cube. That's all, Nama. So what do you understand? What do you understand? What we understand is, for a short dipole, okay, ma? For a short dipole, what we understand is electric field on axial line, clear, ma, is 2 times of electric field on equatorial line. Clear? So this is the point which you have to understand. Okay, ma? So electric field due to axial line because of short dipole is how much? 2p divided by 4 pi e naught into x cube. That's all, no? And what is the electric field on equatorial line because of short dipole? P divided by 4 pi e naught into x cube. This is the relation. Clear, ma? And one more point which we have to note here is that, clear? So for point charge, what is the formula for electric field? For example, if it is a point charge, here at this point P, I want to calculate electric field at a distance of x. Then what is the formula? E is equals to kq divided by x square. This is the formula, Nama? Kq divided by x square. But because of dipole, what is the formula I am getting? P divided by 4 pi e naught x cube. Clear, Nama? So because of point charges, electric field is inversely proportional to x square. Clear, ma? But for dipole, what is the relation? For dipole, electric field is inversely proportional to x cube. Clear? So these are some of the differences between point charge and dipole. Clear, ma? Come on, make a note up to here. So electric field due to dipole, the third condition is at any point. So previous two conditions already we have studied, Nama. What are the previous two conditions? So when electric field was, when point was present on the axial line, and second condition was when point was present on equatorial line. So these two already we have studied. So now we are studying what will happen when any point is present on any field of the dipole at any point. Clear? So for example, let us see. So this is a negative charge and this is a positive charge plus q. Clear, ma? So they are separated by a distance of 2a. Clear? So the distance of separation is 2a. Okay. Now here at point P, I want to calculate the magnitude of electric field. Clear, ma? At point P, I want to calculate the magnitude of electric field. Clear? So this point P is making an angle of theta with the center of this dipole. Come on, ma? Clear, ma? So this point P is making angle theta exactly with the center of the dipole, and let us consider this is at a distance of x. Clear? Now what will be the direction of electric field due to this positive charge at this point? Similarly, what will be the direction of electric field due to this negative charge at this point? Clear, no? That we can understand. So before that one, what I will do, so what is a dipole moment? Dipole moment. Dipole moment P dash is equals to Q into 2A dash. This is the formula of dipole moment. No? Are you able to understand, ma? So this dipole moment, it will be in which direction? It will be from negative charge to positive charge. This will be the direction of dipole moment P dash. Clear? So this dipole moment, I will try to split this one into two components, such that one component is in the direction of this line. What is this line? This is the line which is joining point P to the center of this dipole. Are you able to understand, ma? And one more component I will make such that it is perpendicular to the direction of this line which is joining the center of the dipole and this point P. Okay. Then how can I split this one into two components? I can split this one like this, no, ma? So for example, this is the initial dipole, P dash. That's all, no? So this P dash I will split at an angle of theta like this. Clear? Like this. So therefore this will be my one more component. Are you able to understand? So if this is theta, this angle is also theta. So P dash whose magnitude is P. That's all, no? Then what will be the adjacent component? To this angle, this becomes the adjacent component and this becomes the opposite component. Are you able to understand? Ma? So this becomes P cos theta and this becomes a P sin theta. That's all, ma? So this dipole moment I have split into two components, P cos theta and P sin theta. Are you able to understand, ma? Okay. So now, what is P cos theta? P cos theta is the adjacent component of P dash, which is in the direction of this line. Are you able to understand, ma? So therefore, if I draw this complete diagram, so this is minus Q and this is plus Q. Clear, ma? So what is the direction of this component? P cos theta is present in this direction, no? This is the direction of P cos theta. Are you able to understand, ma? So where is this point P? Point P is present here. Clear? Somewhere at a distance of x from the center of the dipole. Are you able to understand, no? So because of this P cos theta, can you say what will be the amount of electric field developed here? Okay. For that one, how can I calculate? Sigma. For this dipole, whose dipole moment is P cos theta, where is this point? This point, is it present on axial line or that point is it present on equatorial line? That point is present on axial line, no? So this is the new dipole moment. This original dipole, P dash, I have split into two components, P cos theta and P sin theta. Now this is one dipole, this is another dipole, two components of the original dipole. Now to this P cos theta, point P is present at which position? Point P is present on axial line only, no? If point P is present on the axial line, then what is the equation for electric field? Electric field when point P is present on the axial line. E is equals to sigma. For this dipole moment, where is this point P? For this point P, where is this, for this dipole, where is this point P? Point P is present on the axial line, no? So when point P is present on the axial line, then what is the equation for electric field? See the books. E is equals to 2P divided by 4 pi E naught into x cube. This is the formula, no? When point P is present on the axial line, then electric field equation is this much. 2P divided by 4 pi E naught into x cube. Clear? But here, what is the magnitude of dipole moment? Previously, it was P. Now I have taken two components, no? So here dipole moment is only P cos theta. So electric field E1 will be equal to 2P cos theta divided by 4 pi E naught into x cube. Have you understood, ma? When dipole moment is P, then formula is 2P by 4 pi E naught into x cube. But now dipole moment is P cos theta, no? So 2P cos theta by 4 pi E naught into x cube. Are you able to understand, ma? Okay. Now, what will be the direction of dipole moment because of this P cos theta? Can you see? What will be the direction of this electric field at that point? Previously, we have studied, no? For example, if it is a negative charge, if it is a positive charge, here I have point P. Clear? Then this point is present on the axial line, no? When point P is present on the axial line, what is the direction of electric field? This will be the direction of electric field, no? Already we have studied. This will be the direction of electric field. Similarly here, because of P cos theta, what is the direction of electric field here? Again in the same direction. So it will be parallel to this P cos theta. This is the direction of E1. So let us call it as E1. Clear, ma? So one component we have calculated, no? So similarly, clear, ma? Now we have one more component, which is that one. For example, this is one more component is present, no? Because of this one. What is this one? This is P sin theta. P sin theta. Are you able to understand, ma? So P we have split into two components, P cos theta and P sin theta. We are calculating electric field due to P cos theta and electric field due to P sin theta. Electric field due to P cos theta is this one, 2P cos theta divided by 4 pi E naught into x cube. Clear, ma? Now can you say what will be the magnitude of electric field because of P sin theta, which is called E2? Can you say? What will be the magnitude of electric field due to P sin theta again at this point P? Can you say, ma? Again at this point P, what will be the magnitude of electric field due to P sin theta. Okay. Now to P sin theta, point P becomes axial point or equatorial point? Point P becomes equatorial point, no? So when two charges are present like this, negative charge and positive charge, clear ma? So this will become my equatorial point, no? So, and what is the direction of electric field here? Previously we have calculated, no? When point P is present on the equatorial line, what will be the direction of electric field? Direction of electric field will be in this direction, positive charge to negative charge. Already we have calculated this one, no? And what will be the magnitude of electric field on the equatorial line? E is equals to P divided by 4 pi E naught into x cube. This is what we have studied previously, no ma? When point P is present on the equatorial line, then electric field will be half of electric field because of axial line. Okay? On the axial line, electric field will be 2p by 4 pi E naught into x cube. On the equatorial line, p by 4 pi E naught into x cube. It is exactly half. Okay? Similarly, because of this P sin theta, can you say what is the direction of electric field here? In which direction? See it properly. This is the direction of electric dipole moment, no? P dash. Clear? If dipole moment is in this direction, electric field is in opposite direction. Clear? So here dipole moment is in this direction, electric field should be in which direction? Come on. These two are anti-parallel, no? So this should be the direction of E2. That's all, no? That's all, no? If this is the direction of dipole moment, this is the direction of electric field. These two are anti-parallel. Similarly, if this is the direction of P sin theta, opposite direction should be the direction of E2. What is there? Clear? Now can you say what is the magnitude of E2? P cos theta by 4 pi naught x cube, no? But here what is P value? P sin theta. So therefore what will be the magnitude of E2? P sin theta divided by 4 pi E naught into x cube. This is our answer. Are you able to understand, ma? So therefore we got E1 value and we got E2 value. Clear, ma? What is E1? That is the electric field because of P cos theta component. And what is E2? E2 is the component of electric field because of, are you able to understand, ma? Now E1 and E2, they are separated by what angle? These two are at an angle of 90 degrees, no? Components means they are at an angle of 90 degrees. So therefore E1 and E2 also, they are at an angle of 90 degrees. So what is the angle between them? 90 degrees. Are you able to understand? Clear, ma? Then how can you take the resultant of those two electric fields? Same. This point is on the axial line to this dipole moment, no, ma? On the axial line, what is the formula? 2p by 4 pi E naught into x cube, if dipole moment is p. But here what is the dipole moment? P cos theta, no? So 2p cos theta divided by 4 pi E naught into x cube, that's all. Are you able to understand? Okay. Now here one electric field is in this direction, another electric field is in this direction. Clear, Nama? So they are separated by an angle of theta. Then how can you calculate resultant electric field? This one is called as E. Resultant electric field of E1 and E2. Clear, ma? So if two electric fields are at an angle of 90 degrees, then resultant electric field will be square root of E1 square plus E2 square. Can I write like this? That's all, ma? If two electric fields are at an angle of 90 degrees, then resultant electric field is by using Pythagoras theorem, square root of E1 square plus E2 square. Now substitute in this relation. So E is equals to square root of, what is E1 value? 2p cos theta divided by 4 pi E naught x cube whole square. That's all, Nama. Plus E2 square is how much? P sin theta divided by 4 pi E naught x cube again whole square. Clear? Now try to solve this one. So therefore, what are the terms which are common? So p by 4 pi E naught x square, they are common, Nama. So E is equals to p divided by 4 pi E naught into x square. Square root of what I will get? I will get 4 cos square theta plus sin square theta. This is the result which I will get. Clear, ma? So sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1, no? So if 1 cos squared theta goes, remaining 3 cos squared thetas will be present here, no? So therefore, what will be the total electric field? P divided by 4 pi E naught x cube, no, this one x cube. So x cube into square root of 3 cos squared theta plus 1. This is our answer. Clear, no? So have you understood how we got 3 cos squared theta plus 1? Because 1 cos squared theta plus 1 sin squared theta will become 1. So if 1 cos squared theta is gone, 3 cos squared thetas will be present, no? So 3 cos squared theta plus 1. That is our answer. Have you understood, ma? So this is the equation for electric field at any point on the dipole. At any point which is at an angle of theta. Just if you know this theta value, substitute in that equation, then I can calculate electric field. Okay, ma? Similarly, I can calculate angle of electric field also. Okay, first of all, make a note up to here. Angle made by the electric field. Okay, ma? So, angle made by electric field. Okay, so this also I can calculate. Clear? So here E1 is in this direction and E2 is in exactly at an angle of 90 degrees. That's all, no? So how can I calculate resultant? I can construct a parallelogram law, no? Clear, no? So if this is E2, this is also my E2. Clear? So if this is E1, this is also my E1. So this is the method of constructing a parallelogram, no? Clear? Then this becomes my resultant. Okay, so this is the resultant which is called as E. So here a right angle triangle is constructed, no? That is the reason why we have calculated E is equals to square root of E1 square plus E2 square. Clear, ma? Now I want to calculate this angle alpha. What is meant by this angle? Angle made by the electric field with respect to E1. This angle I can calculate, no? How can I calculate? I know E2 value and I know E1 value. So can I write tan alpha? Tan alpha I can write, no? Tan alpha means what? Opposite divided by adjacent. Clear, ma? Opposite side is E2, adjacent side is E1. Clear, ma? So therefore tan alpha is equals to E2 value is how much? P sin theta divided by 4 pi E naught into x cube divided by E1 value is how much? 2p cos theta divided by 4 pi E naught into x cube. That's all, no? 4 pi E naught x cube, 4 pi E naught x cube, p and p gets cancelled. So therefore it is equals to half tan theta. Clear, ma? So this is the direction of electric field made, resultant electric field made with E1. Clear, ma? Tan alpha is equals to half of tan theta. So sometimes questions were asked on this relation also. What is the angle made by the resultant electric field with respect to E1? Are you able to understand? Come on, make a note up to here. So, two charges are present, QA and QB. Their locations are given. Then, what is the total charge? First question. Electric dipole moment of these two charges is how much? Can you answer? Okay, ma? So first one, total charge is how much? Total charge is QA plus QB, no? QA plus QB. QA is how much? 2.5 into 10 power minus 7. QB is how much? Minus 2.5 into 10 power minus 7. Total will become 0. That's all, no? Okay. So next one, dipole moment. Okay. So how these charges are arranged, you see here. So first charge is present on negative z-axis. Clear, ma? And another charge is present on positive z-axis. It means both of them are present in the same axis only. One is present on positive z-axis, another one is present on negative z-axis. Okay. So if this is my z-axis and if this is my origin, so one charge is present here. Which charge? QB is present here. Clear, na, ma? QA is present at what distance? So this is z-axis. Z-axis. Clear, ma? So let it be y-axis, let it be x-axis. Clear? Now QA is present here at a distance of minus 15 centimeters from the origin. This is present at a distance of plus 15 centimeters from the origin. This is the position of QA. Clear? Now can you say what is the total distance between them? Total distance between them, 2A, is equal to 30 centimeters only, no? So from here plus 15 plus here from here also minus 15. So total is plus 30. That is 30 centimeters is the distance between them. Clear? So therefore, what is the formula for dipole moment? Dipole moment is equals to P dash is equals to Q into 2A dash, or just I will write P is equals to Q into 2A. So P is equals to, each charge is how much? Each charge is 2.5 into 10 power minus 7. 2A. 2A is the distance between the charges now, 30 centimeters. 30 centimeters in SI system. So 0.3 meters. That's all, Nama? So that's all. That is our answer. So 2.5 into 0.3 is how much? 23 5 3s are 75. So 0.75 into 0.75 into 10 power minus 7. Clear, ma? So this is the dipole moment. Clear? So what will be the unit of this one? Coulombs into meter. The unit of charge is coulombs, unit of distance is meters. So coulombs into meters will be our unit. Are you able to understand, ma? Now what about direction? This dipole moment is present in which direction, can you say? What is the direction of dipole moment? Dipole moment will be always directed from negative charge to positive charge. This will be the direction of dipole moment. Are you able to understand, ma? Dipole moment direction is always from negative charge to positive charge. Clear? That's all. Make a note of this one. Okay, ma? So 3 charges plus Q and minus 2Q are placed at the vertices of an equilateral triangle. Side of equilateral triangle is how much? Side of equilateral triangle is 2A. Okay. Then what is the dipole moment of the system? That is the question. Each side of triangle is A, no? Okay. Okay. So first of all, let us draw this equilateral triangle. Let us consider this is an equilateral triangle. Clear, ma? So let us consider here plus or we will consider minus 2Q charge is present. So here plus Q charge is present, here also plus Q charge is present. Okay. What is meant by equilateral triangle? Angle will be 60 degrees, no? And each side has how much length? Each side has a length of A. So how can I calculate the dipole moment of this system? Can you say? How can I calculate? See, ma, dipole moment is 2 charges should be equal and opposite, no? Dipole means 2 charges should be equal and opposite. But here 2 charges are the equal and opposite. No, this is plus Q, this is minus 2Q. Then what can I do? Then how can I calculate dipole moment? Can you say, anybody? Can you say, ma? Dipole means 2 equal and opposite charges should be present, no? But charges, they are not equal. Okay, they are definitely opposite. Negative charge, positive charge. But magnitudes are not equal, no? Then what can I do? Very simple. So here, you split this minus 2Q into minus Q and minus Q. I can split like this, no? This minus 2Q, I can split into minus Q and minus Q. So that is, I can divide charge like this. So this is minus Q. This is another minus Q. Clear, Nama? Now they are arranged in an equilateral triangle like this. Are you able to understand, ma? So here I have plus Q and here also I have plus Q. That's all. No? So therefore, this is minus Q, this is also minus Q. 2 equal and opposite charges, no? Now what is the direction of dipole moment? Direction of dipole moment will be from negative charge to positive charge. So this is P1 dash. That's all, no? And this is another dipole, no? Minus Q and plus Q. So this is another dipole moment which is called as P2 dash. Clear? Now what is the angle between them? Angle between them is 60 degrees. That's all, Nama. And what is the magnitudes of P1 and P2? P1 dash is equals to P2 dash magnitude is equals to charge is Q. Distance between the charges is how much? A. So Q into A. This is the dipole moment of each combination. But these 2 dipoles, they are present at what angle? They are present at an angle of 60 degrees. So net dipole moment, how can I calculate? If 2 equal vectors, no? Magnitudes of vectors are equal. If magnitudes of vectors are equal and they are separated by an angle of theta, then what is the resultant vector? Many times we have studied. Resultant vector will be 2p cos theta by 2. This is the formula, no? In which condition I can use this formula? When two vectors are having equal magnitude and they are separated by an angle of theta. Magnitudes are equal, no? Each dipole moment is q into 2a. This is also q into 2a. This is also q into 2a. And they are separated by what angle? Theta. So therefore, total dipole moment will be 2p cos theta divided by 2. And what will be the net resultant dipole moment? Net resultant dipole moment will be in this direction, which is called p dash. Are you able to understand? Ma? So therefore, now calculate this one. So 2 into p value is how much? Let it be p1. p1 is how much? Q into a into cos 60 divided by 2. Cos 60 divided by 2 is how much? Cos 30. So q2 into q into a into cos 30. Cos 30 value is root 3 divided by 2. So 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So net dipole moment is root 3 into qa. This is how what I can write. Root 3 into qa. Or same root 3 into qa I can write root 3 into magnitude of p1 dash, or I can write root 3 into magnitude of p2 dash. I can write like this also, because p1 and p2 they are equal, no? That's all, no? P1, p2 they are equal and it is equals to q into a. So this is my total dipole moment. Have you understood up to here? Come on, make a note of this one.